South Texas Amateur Tour Podcast, The Power Hour, with your hosts, Travis Silkowski, Michael Emanuelian, Casey Graham, Jason Bird, and Brad Gilbert.
What is going on, everybody? MD here. Welcome to the South Texas Amateur Golf Tours Power Hour. I am, of course, your host, MD. Guys, hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic night. It is Wednesday. It is 7:32. The great state of Tennessee. I am in Nashville right now for work, but wanted to make sure we had a show, make sure that we took some time to talk about Willow. We got some stuff to preview for upcoming events like Cedar. We got events opening for registration. We've got exciting things happening around the tour, and it all starts right now, starts with you guys, and excited to be here. Before we do that, let me go ahead and bring out my co-host, probably my best friend, Travis Silkowski.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Okay, Brad.
How's it going? That was my best Brad Gilbert impression. Did I do okay?
I mean, he stole it from me initially. So, I mean, what you're doing is a pale imitation of Brad imitating me, but I thought it was good.
Okay, terrific. That's excellent. I was busy watching the podcast opening while I was waiting to come up.
I mean, nothing more fun than watching yourself. Corey, I am anything. If I am anything, I am dedicated to this tour. Would I love to be drinking and hanging out with my team, my sales team right now? Absolutely, I will get there. But I need to talk about the tour. There's fun stuff happening.
Yeah, lots of the pre-show warm-ups, lots of stuff that we're going to try to crunch into a condensed show this evening. It's just me and MD tonight. Be alive in the comment section, and we'll do our best to get to you, but we got a lot to cover. It went from off week to full throttle really quick.
Almost, I mean, it's one of those things, like we kind of know how, I mean, I think everyone kind of gets that vibe of like, we roll into the year, we get to Monster Day, then there's that kind of break, and then we get that next event. It's still a partner thing, but like, okay, here we are. Cedar's coming up with a return to Cedar, and now we're an individual event. Now we are going to have some true separation and some real interesting things starting to take effect in the point standings. And I mean, then we're following it up with match play at San Pedro.
Right. Which we are. I mean, yes. I think we'll start there, right? Next up on tour, Spring Event 3. We'll talk about registrations closing first, and then we're going to hit Willow Springs last weekend. I'm going to mix it up today. Okay.
I think I do want to talk about events closing. Obviously, Cedar closed today. That is a Saturday event, which is always fun.
That's 1 week off. MD's 1 week off. It closes next week, Wednesday.
Do we not have a tournament this weekend?
That is a correct statement.
Dude, I am just living in a dream world.
Fun fact, the exact same thing I edited in the Facebook post last night. The exact same thing. Or a week off. It's so great.
I don't know what I'm doing. Guys,
Groundhog Day is this weekend. Groundhog Day is this weekend, right? Are you just early?
I think I'm just early. We are a week away from the close of Cedar. Last I checked, I mean, I feel like today, like we said at one point, like, oh, we got 13 spots left. And then I'm sitting in training all day, and like I keep getting the buzz, 11, 10, 9. Spots continuing to fill, but we do have some spots left.
I think in the newsletter tonight, Cedar Creek has 9 spots left for registration, 9 spots available. A week to go to register. It is going to sell out, right? So don't delay. It is going to sell out. There will be a waiting list. And this is one of those events where there's just not a ton of sunlight yet, right? Yeah. We at 116 players, that's 5.5 hours of tee times. That's from 8 a.m. to 1:30 already. Sunset 6:15, and all of a sudden the math isn't working in our favor, right?
Yeah.
So sign up now is the point, right?
Get signed up. 5:00 next Wednesday.
There we
officially
go.
Closing. We will be closing registration. But registration will close on the 5th. And we also have San Pedro match play. I believe we're down to probably 6 spots, Travis? Less than that?
Two
Two spots. It's okay, two spots.
2 spots as of the newsletter. 2 spots. There's 62 players.
I mean, maybe the fastest we filled up before in the last couple of years.
I mean, we are last year. San Pedro sold out at event number 3, which was at which was at Northern Hills last year.
So we are on track to fill up even faster, which is
exactly. We're about 10 days ahead. Cedar Creek event number 3 selling out early. We're about a week ahead on sellouts. Sorry about the camera there, guys. I took a big bite of my hamburger, and I hate doing that on air, but I haven't eaten all day, and this is kind of it. So I apologize. That's what the in and out is for me tonight.
Well, it's exciting to see how quickly we're filling up. It's, of course, due to the fact that we have just continue to have more and more new golfers and continue to have our usual suspects continuing to get signed up early, get signed up quick, and make sure that they're on the list, because those spots, I mean, they run out quick. That's stuff we got to be on top on. So,
absolutely. Cool. Absolutely. So 2 events nearing sellout. That was actually the subject line of tonight's newsletter. 2 events nearing sellout. 9 spots for Cedar Creek, 2 spots for San Pedro.
And there was also another big thing in the newsletter. We here at the Power Hour have 2 very exciting things to talk about, and just kind of tease a little bit, but they're going to fall on the same day, and I think it's going to be.
This is a big day. This is a cool day.
This is one of the more fun. This will be one of the more fun days,
right?
By far.
This is going to be March 1st. MD's talking about March 1st, and
so
it is
March.
Off tour weekend, right? It's an off tour weekend, in the middle of a 2.5 week layoff in between San Pedro and the event that opened for registration today, event number 5, Stroke Play at Northern Hills.
Yep.
And the stars just kind of aligned, and this is going to be a really cool day, everybody. And I can't wait. I can't wait for MD to tell us all about it.
Well, first, let's start with the most important piece of that day, my birthday.
Oh, snap. I forgot about that one.
I forgot about that. So we're going to just mix it all up. Like, it's it's my birthday. I told Travis, I was like, let's throw down. Let's have a good party. Let's have a good day. What can we do to celebrate? First things first, we have demo day. San Pedro, with the new line of elite clubs. This is cool, guys. If you're on the email link, click this actual picture. It'll take you to the sign up. I know we already have a few people who have already scheduled fittings, which is super cool. I've been getting those emails. I will tell you guys, I don't think we've talked about the line as much. They have found their way into my bag. Travis has his. This stuff is good.
I would like to point out, can we see that picture again one more time? Those are MD's ankles, everybody.
Yep. The white pieces. My legs are just naturally hairy, and they just create that tan.
Elite is elite.
Elite is elite.
So this event is kind of twofold. It's an exclusive avenue for tour golfers to get fit, right? The old number that we all used to use when we were in the golf business was 25 yards. Custom fitting added 25 yards to your tee shot. Not new driver adds 4 every year BS, but custom fit, length, lie, flex, all of that good stuff. Consistency and yardage, getting fit is important. And this is an avenue for tour golfers only to get this link. This link is only available in the newsletter, right? That's it.
Only in the newsletter.
Only in the newsletter. So there's limited spots. What you're signing up there for is to get fit in the elite line with a Callaway representative, right? The tour's relationship with Ian Parnaby and the new sales rep in the area, MD.
That is Janine. She's coming over from Top Golf, but she is. She's a player.
And we are trying to line them up on the show a week or so before March 1st to talk a little bit more about the line. But if you don't want to sign up for the fitting session, the one-on-one fitting session, come on by, window shop. It is a demo day as well, right?
Yep. And we're going to have.
You're not going to get the one-on-one attention, right, from the Callaway guys, but we're going to be there as well, hanging out, and come window shop and hit it because it's good.
And we've also, they obviously we want to focus on the elite lineup. We want to focus on the irons in the woods and stuff. But we've also got new Chrome Soft Triple Diamond golf ball out, supposed to be competing with our Left Dash. That comes out actually this Friday. So I'm going to go grab a box and start practicing with them, see how they feel. But we've also got golf balls. I would imagine we're probably going to see putters and stuff there too. There's some new center shaft putters.
There's some new AI-induced center shaft. I'm going to play.
Trying to compete with Lab. Yep.
I'm going to play the center shaft number 7 this year is what I'm going to play.
Okay.
So that's a big change for me.
That's a big...
Historically, for those of you who have watched the show, know I am not the best putter, although it's been okay lately.
It's been okay. But I also want to call out that is 3 of the 4 podcast boys playing the number 7.
Well, listen, it's okay. It's
the best. It's the best head they ever made.
Yes, I think
so. Some say the 2-ball, but I love that head.
So Callaway Fitting Day, that link is only in STX Am Tour weekly newsletter. That's it. Just to you guys, exclusive. That is it. Sign up. Once those spots are full, they're full. It's also a demo day. Come window shop the new Elite line and hang out with MD and me. And Jason Bird will be there, and Brad Gilbert will be there all day, and a handful of other ambassadors will be in and out. And this is just the first bullet point.
It's the second.
It's the second.
This is just the. We'll call this the kind of, I don't know, the lead up to the big thing. We're gonna have some long drive competition, stuff like that. We're gonna have some giveaways, but it all kind of crescendos.
I love that word.
With something. I've been sitting on that word all day.
So March 1st. This is March 1st at San Pedro. Callaway Fitting event. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. is the official window there. The fitting, yes, Corey, that's a great question. Keyword, complimentary.
Complimentary.
Come on out, tour exclusive. This is the access that we want to give you guys with our relationships with our partners. Right, we want to give that right to the tour golfer every chance we possibly get, and complimentary demo day and fitting event. On that note, Corey liked the video. Nicely done. That was excellent. Good timing. So bullet point number 1, March 1st, MD's birthday. Your hostess with the mostest. Mm-hmm. Bullet point number 2, Callaway Elite demo/fitting event, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. MD, what can we expect for bullet point number 3?
We can expect the feature premiere
of
Matchup Mayhem.
Woo!
We are ready. We've already seen we've seen some video. We've seen it. We're getting excited. We'll start to see some of the. I know Danny's working on my highlight thing that we'll start sharing and stuff from the last week's show.
Danny is watching right now. Danny, if you want to jump in. If you can comment. But the rumor on the street coming from Global Fairway Logistics is that we're going to get a trailer drop tomorrow.
Oh,
I don't know. But I want to read the excerpt right from the newsletter about Matchup Mayhem 2.0.
I love it. Let's take it away, my friend.
This is Matchup Mayhem Volume 2, a golf documentary. Get ready for the world premiere of Matchup Mayhem Volume 2. Mark your calendars for March 1st, 2025. San Pedro Driving Range in Par 3. Join us as we unveil the thrilling documentary that captures the heart and soul of the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour and their epic quest to conquer the 2024 South Texas Match Play Challenge at Riverside Golf Course. This Match Play Ryder Cup style showdown featured our very own South Texas Am Tour San Antonio team battling it out against the Houston Amateur Golf Association in a clash of the Titans. The dedicated team at Global Fairway Logistics, led by our amazing partner, Danny Puckett, is putting the finishing touches on this much anticipated film, and we can't wait to share it with you on March 1st. Matchup Mayhem Volume 2, presented by Cairo Services Group, LLC, and brought to you by Ben Carricker and the San Pedro Club Repair Studio. You won't want to miss this.
That's that. I got chills,
Listen,
man.
I got goosebumps right in that one today.
This, and I think, and we talked about it a little bit too, like this, last year was so good. And obviously the opportunity to come do it again, put more money, more just everything into it. And it has a different tone. It was a different kind of result. We do know what the result was. And it shapes a tone that's a little bit different, but I think Danny and the team, they are storytellers, and I think they're going to knock it out of the park.
I think Volume 1, Matchup Mayhem Volume 1 from High Meadow Ranch, the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge, was all of the stars aligned for the tour team that year. The elite players played lights out. Everything went in. The setup for the team, all the stars aligned for the road team to travel in 2023 and win on the road. And I think we all know the outcome of the 2024 South Texas Match Play Challenge. And I think the emotion and the tension and the pressure and just a total different day 2 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think Global Fairway Logistics and Danny Puckett and his team captured that as a whole. Like, I'm so excited, and it's going to be so different. It's going to be so different than the premiere of the video last year. And I'm so excited to share it with everybody. And I know Danny is too. And there's going to be some special trailers almost acting like commercial clips as we come forward to it. So they'll kind of be a teaser from us and then a video drop, and a teaser from us and a video drop. And they'll start coming tighter as they crescendo to March 1st.
Crescendo. We are it's so cool, and honestly, it's going to be such a cool day, such a fun day. It's going to be, looking at the new equipment, looking at all the new cool stuff. We're going to, get a chance to kind of look back and kind of get the experience from that other point of view with cameras on us on how match play went, and we get to spend the day kind of celebrating just the tour and just celebrating, what we've accomplished and what we've done. And it's going to be it's a fun day.
It's going to be a pumping event. Back in the day, I'd like to say we threw a pretty cool demo day party. They were fun, they were pumping, and this one's going to be elite. See what I did there?
Elite. Name of the game.
And then some big news from the trail that we're going to coordinate with our March 1st event. And this is, there hasn't been a lot of social media coverage of the putting green renovation at San Pedro, but it looks really cool. And
they've been putting some pictures out, and it does every time I see it. I'm like, okay, it's starting to take shape.
Okay, that's what I said too. Like, that looks legit. So
we're starting to see it.
The rumor on the street from the trail, from a reasonably reliable source at San Pedro, soft opening is going to be that weekend. So, in conjunction with Bullet Point 1, MD's birthday, Bullet Point 2, the demo day and fitting event, and Bullet Point 3, Matchup Mayhem 2.0, we are hoping to run a mini golf aces only skins tournament all day long at the exact same time. So there's always going to be something to go do, something to have fun.
Yep.
Hanging out at the bar inside as well. Food and drink specials coming, I'm sure, from Javi and his team at San Pedro Driving Range Bar and Grill. But it's going to be a cool day. Mark your calendar. And listen, we're going to try to have more stuff to do too. So there's certainly more things that we're talking about. I think I'm actually working on. Oh, go ahead. In the text threads today, I said it was going to be the largest non-golf course event that we are going to do this year. So no stroke play scoring, but hopefully putting and ripping on TrackMan. And I hope we get something in conjunction with Ben and Alex there all day as well. I think that's going to be great. I think maybe a closest to the pin in the sim as the night goes on for sure, Stephen Evans.
I am planning also because I think as long as Janine has it out there, I know Bob North has already jumped on it. I've been on the train now for several months. I would love to see some people get a chance to take a shot with the Opus wedges. I know Travis, your new stuff is finally coming in. I know you're excited for that. I'm super excited because Kelsey texted me today and said, hey, your wedges are here. So I have new wedges to go grab.
What do you have? Do you have the blacks?
No, so I like the chrome, but I mean, I like to change. I change out the 60 degree every 4 months, 5 months, and I change out the 54 every like 6 or 7 months. And
the difficulty of being a high level elite amateur golfer.
I like fresh grooves. We hit a shit ton of golf balls. I mean, that is a standard thing. It should be kind of like. Besides the point, I ordered mine with the matching matte black shafts on my irons.
Oh, sexy!
And
I
so
also
that's
have
what
I have the Recoil 110 blacks coming this year.
But they don't look. My wedges don't look nearly as cool as Bob North's. I found him at Willow, and I'm like, okay, I need to see them. Like I ordered these. They looked cool on the picture, but oh my god, let me see them in person.
Yeah, okay.
And I went over and I'm like, because he went blackout, and then he did like baby blue. He stamped them. Like they look beautiful. But I'm gonna do some wedge competitions as well. Bob North, take a drink. But I want to do some wedge competitions and some stuff there as well, because I think that honestly, like hopefully we'll have more conversations. But we know for a fact, like, you're taking more strokes inside 100 yards than you are from anything else in your round. Having the right wedges, getting fitted for wedges, and understanding the gappings, that kind of thing, like that's stuff that I want everyone to be thinking more about.
Being able to hit the different bounces and understand what they mean
Yeah, what they
for different
actually.
playing conditions. I mean, March 1st, mark your calendars.
It's going to be a day.
The newsletter hit it right on the head. You won't want to miss this.
It's just gonna be fantastic. So all of these things being said, obviously so much exciting things to look forward to here over the next 5 weeks. We do need to take a moment though and step back to what some would have called a cold day. I mean, I was wearing just a polo. I don't know what y'all were worried
I want
about.
you to know it warmed up fast, and I forgot it was cold.
I mean, I dropped the polo. I mean, I might have been nipping hard, but I mean, that was for you guys. But not the point. Willow, let's talk Willow because, I mean, the greens were pretty good. The course was pretty okay.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to smile and talk about it. It is January at Willow, and if we throw number 5 green out, right? It is what it is. That sucked. There was a water delivery issue, and it's coming back. Whatever, who cares, right? It is what it is. Let's take that out of the equation, and the rest of the golf course was better than okay.
Those greens were quick and rolled really well.
I thought it was a really unique tournament setting in winter, right?
It's a fun place. It's a fun place for a 666, and I love Willow. That's one of my favorite courses, and I certainly
think the format made that day much more bearable.
Yes,
right.
And much I think that golf course
it was 32 degrees at 8 a.m. and we delayed to 10 a.m. and we teed off. It was 37, 38 degrees, and it got to 48, 49 degrees that day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but the wind didn't lay up, and it was pretty chilly. But as to MD's point, there were golfers in polo shorts. I mean, Roy the Funky Cole Medina was in shorts. I mean, Yeah.
I mean,
I shed a couple layers, but I put a couple layers back on.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I thought, obviously, I think everyone came prepared. A lot of cart covers, a lot of heaters, and stuff like that. I don't think the cold ended up being the real factor. The wind certainly made it a challenging
Scores were
day.
Good, right?
But scores were good. I think in general, pace of play was pretty good.
Pace of play was great.
Pace of play was great. I think there was a lot of bitching and moaning leading up to this event, and I think ultimately and fortunately, it turned out to be pretty awesome.
I think that's important to touch on, and I do want to say that when there's a couple very basic questions that the tour committee asks itself when dealing with weather. First question: is it safe to drive to the golf course? Well, it absolutely was, right?
Yep.
Number 2, is the golf course unplayable? No.
Certainly was playable.
No, it wasn't. And then the third question that we always follow up with, well, is it just a little uncomfortable? Right? So that's the order we go down. Unsafe, unplayable, and then the tour golfer prepares for uncomfortable.
I'll be thinking about this event in July and August when it's 115 and I'm having another heat stroke, saying, fuck, I wish it was 40 degrees right now.
I think there's a fun fact, and of course now it's been a week or so I've lost the actuality of the statistic. But I think there were a half a dozen or so people that may or may not have sent an email or a Facebook post about canceling or whatever. And I think the joke was that 4 or 5 of them placed one skins or one gift cards or victory cookies even. It turned out to be a beautiful day. And Willow showed up pretty good. I thought some of those greens, number 9, number 11.
Dude, I think number one's pin position and with those greens, like I don't remember the group I was behind, but it seemed like they were taking a while to get the ball in the cup, and I'm like, what the hell are they doing up there? And then we got to the green, and it's like, oh, and it's like putt, putt, please go putt. Like I saw 4 putts. It was nuts. That was a fun pin, but the greens were rolling. The greens were tight. I loved it.
I thought it was really cool winter tournament golf.
Yeah.
And I thought, number 5 green aside, that the golf course felt consistent the rest of the way too.
That is a very good word for it. Consistent. And that's, I mean, at the end of the day, like, obviously we can't always control whether the course is in perfect condition or not, but as long as it's consistent, and I think that that's a good word for it. It was a very consistent course. I think it was arguably in better condition than we've seen it maybe in a little while too, which was nice.
I agree. I do want to take a moment and give a round of applause to the 112, 116 competitors from Willow Springs. I think it actually, I think it was just a touch less than that. I think it was 108. I think it was 108 players at Willow Springs, and every single player in the field was there on time for opening announcements. 0 no-shows. 0. It was awesome. It was awesome. Thank you so much, tour golfers. That day at Willow Springs, huddled around the golf carts for opening announcements at 9:45 when it's 35 degrees out, and we go 110 for 110 or whatever it was. That is awesome. Shout out to the tour golfer, and those are points hard earned. And I hope hope every one of those points benefits somebody somewhere.
And I also think shout out to the Willow staff. They did a great job in the bar. Plenty of people grabbing breakfast. I thought the food was great. They did a great job making sure, we had warm coffee, we had hot tacos or hot, sandwiches. They certainly did their part as well and made it substantially easier.
A newer course manager for the trail at Willow Springs, Jonathan Newell, and his staff did an awesome job. It's great, and there's tons of rumors flying around about Willow's future right now. I have no idea what's what. All I know right now is Willow represented last week really well, and I thought some of those greens were in the 12 to 13 range.
They certainly felt.
I thought it was great. Well, let's roll through winners, and we have a couple more bullet points, and we're gonna stick with our condensed show theme for the evening. I know we're spouting a lot.
Yeah, we managed to turn what we were trying to do a 25 minute show. We're at minute 35, so we'll run. So let's talk Champ Flight. Starting in Champ Flight. Winning with a golly, I hate doing this now after last week when I just couldn't get my foot out of my mouth.
Look on the website because Golf Genius didn't do the split.
Yes, that's what I'm currently doing, as I am not wanting to continue my trend of not announcing things.
I'm almost there as well, and I'll check and balance you, I promise.
Okay. Those Champ Flight skins. So net champions. That goes to Alex Massaro and Andre Ramirez, just narrowly edging out Ambassadors Danowski and Kacheski, shooting a net under 68. Great playing there, guys. Do not currently have a picture of them. That
is accurate.
That is accurate.
Yep.
Do not have their picture. That being said, representing the gross side, coming back, continuing to play great golf as always. No shock here. Jeremy Harmio and Mr. Steven Evans.
That's the
and
Red
I do want to give a shout out. The beard, I did a double take because I'm like, who the hell is that?
I
I'm like,
did
oh,
too.
it's Steven.
I did too,
And
and it's good. I believe he would call it worry.
I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't know why you haven't been wearing this the whole time. Like, it was fantastic.
I would like to. I'd like to see if we can get Steven on the Callaway show with Ian, and they can start talking in their thick accents. It would be terrific.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
Steven and Jeremy's 2 under 70 is the only red number from the Black Dillos at Willow Springs that day.
Yes, tremendous playing out of them. So congratulations to them. Moving on to first flight on the net side. Another great showing for the father-son duo, the Sandabals. They were rocking and rolling, shooting the net 7 under. That's a 65. Absolutely stellar golf by them. Had a great showing at Monster Day and backed it up.
Back-to-back net wins for father-son. And I believe they are both in the stroke play field at Cedar Creek. So we'll see if father can clip son in a different flight there.
Yes, we will see how they do by themselves now. So congratulations to them. Great playing. On the gross side, this is a man who I'm so excited to see.
He's watching. He's in the comment section right now.
I know he is. That's the only reason why he's watching. He wants to hear his name get called.
Oh, that's exactly correct.
That's 100% accurate. Shooting a 3 over par, just narrowly closing out Claudia and Steve. Jeff Warren, Nick Lewis coming up with the win.
That was a waiting list pairing put together by a fellow podcast co-host, Bradley Gilbert. He told me to make sure I said that on the air. That was his. That was his deal.
I believe Brad could be a tour matchmaker. I honestly believe if you want to figure out who the best partner is for you, go call Brad. He's my partner. You can't have him, but he can help you. And I stand by it. Congratulations, Jeff Warren. Congratulations to Nick Lewis.
Jeff Warren and Nick Lewis, the lowest team score in the alt shot format in first flight, and you win by 1. That's how you get it done. And it's 6. That's fantastic. Jeff Warren, Nick Lewis, victory cookie 1 on the year. Good job, guys.
It is always it always seems to be decided on that alt shot side. So really good playing, guys.
It really does.
Second flight, net side, another father-son duo shooting an 8 under 64. Give it up for the Medina boys. Just another great round by the Roy Medinas. Great playing. They held off Jason Barger, held off Rick Thies just by 1 shot. Extremely competitive in that flight. And these guys, I mean, they're used to being in the winner's circle. It's another dynamic father-son duo.
Those middle flights where the handicap really condenses. Right behind champ flight, right? First, second, third, depending on how many flights there. The middle of the bell curve is where it's condensed, and that's a low number. Good job. There's his shorts. He's wearing shorts in this picture. He is wearing shorts.
Yep. I mean, you got nothing but respect for it. Great playing by the Medinas.
That is Roy the Funky Cole Medina.
Roy the Funky Cole Medina. On the gross side of things, shooting a 2 over 74, which second flight, bravo, fantastic golf. Fernando Palos and Kevin Davidson, absolutely stellar playing. Is that right? No, that's not right.
That's right. Yep, that's correct.
No, that's right. I didn't have it marked.
That's correct. Fernando just also has this huge new beard.
Yeah, I got tossed on the beard. That's what it was.
And Mr. Davidson normally has a hat on. This might be the first time I've ever seen his forehead.
Like I honestly, like there I can now safely say there are at least 5 or 6 people that I could not recognize because of hats and beards. The beards. I mean, it's incredible. And it's a good beard.
Fernando with that beard eagled number 6 and birdied number 3.
Golly.
And then they went even par in the scramble. And again, the lowest team score, in this case tied for the lowest team score in the alt shot. But even par and that eagle got it done.
That's sick. Congratulations to Fernando and to Kevin. Great playing. And wrapping it up, guys, third flight. Net champions shooting 9 under par 63. Good Lord, good gracious. That goes to Darren Cormier and Tim Blunt. Excuse me. Tim Blunt. This is another great picture. I love the height discrepancies in the last few pictures that we've taken.
They're so good.
It's so good. Dude, a 9 under 63 is.
It was perfect ham and egg, and they didn't even win the flight, right? Their first net,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, their first net.
So I'm looking at their gross scorecard right now, and it is very consistent. Nothing crazy. A couple bogeys here, 2 birdies, 1 in the scramble, 1 in the best ball, and then only bogeys. And there was second in the alt shot. They were behind the team that won on the gross side.
Yep. So congratulations to them on their win. Nice to see their names up on the board. And of course, third flight, gross champions.
That's Timmy Blunt. That's a good call out, Bradley Gilbert. That's Tim Blunt, South Texas Match Play team member, Tim Blunt.
That is correct. Are we just having are we just gonna have fill-ins now? We're just gonna have fill-ins for every time a partner leaves. We're gonna
I want you to know that by the end of the day, I'm looking for things to keep me engaged, and that's what it was the last couple times.
That's what it is. And on the gross side, shooting solid score of 74, really making his way back to the tour. Always glad to see his name on the leaderboard. That is Jack Higginbotham and Andrew Lozano, playing Stout Golf 74 for them. They came out to play. This is did they win at Mission? I want to say they won at Mission. I feel like I've seen Jack's name on the list a few times.
That is gross. So, we'll talk about the point standings in just a second, right? We'll talk about the point standings in just a second. You got the top 10 graphic loaded.
I do. Yeah, sure.
Again,
I definitely do.
We're talking 666 format, right? And that's 6 holes of best ball, 6 holes of scramble, and 6 holes of alternate shot. And Andrew and Jack won their flight by 4 shots, and they won the alt shot format by 3 strokes. Just that format. And that's been consistent, low, tied for low. Alt shot is where it is in this format. Great playing. Woo!
Hey, Travis, why don't you vamp a little bit for me while I get that top 10 graphic that I didn't
get. Sweet. Willow Springs, 108 for 108. MD is loading point standings as we speak.
It was I hands up accountability here, guys. I own it, and I will tell you right now, it was Travis's fault because he didn't email me.
I did not.
No, you did not. You sent me a couple of emails. That was not one of them. But that's fine. That's fine. If anything, what I do best on this show is make shit up on the fly. And here we are. It's what I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the top 10 in Alamo City Golf Trail Division South Texas Amateur Golf Tour spring standings following event number 2, the Team 666 at Willow Springs, which was held on frigid January 20th. I definitely didn't email it to you. I apologize about the quality. This is my fault, apparently, says MD, and he's the host, so I'm going to own it. Okay, we're 2 events in. First place plus first place equals 300 points. That's right.
Great math.
So we've got Jack and Andrew going back-to-back victory cookies. And Jack is going to get a cart cover and a heater and hot hands for days. And then Jeremy switching partners and switching flights.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
I love it. It kind of reminds me of a Casey Graham strategy from a couple years ago where he had a different partner every event.
Just going out with every flight and everybody.
So there's your T1. If it were to end today, Jack, Jeremy, and Andrew would be welcomed to the 2025 South Texas Match Play Challenge team. Course to be determined. Veterans Day weekend this November. But alas, it's only event number 2. There's Bernie and Jason with their net wins. T4. Still watching. Jeff Warren cracks the top 10. Solo 6th for Jeff Warren there. A pair of T7s with Billy Cohn and Ricky Ho. There are the Medinas. And that math on the right side's wrong. That's all T7 there. That's all T7, 230 points pulled down. Bill Cohn, Rick Hohenzi. It's actually pronounced Hohenzi, but I announced it one time over the loudspeaker, Hohenzi, and it just stuck. Father-son combo, Roy and Roy Medina. And then Billy Cohn's partner, Donnie Steidel, had to play at Willow because they won Monster Day. And that rounds out what appears to be our top 11.
And I certainly have no interest in taking away from our top 10. But as I like to remind people, we're 2 rounds in. Team. Guess what? Y'all got to start playing individual golf. Ain't nobody backing you up now.
And there are 3 events open for registration, and they are all individual. Cedar Creek, San Pedro, Northern Hills open for registration in tonight's newsletter, everybody. 3 events open for registration. 2 of them are closed out. And anybody in the comment section got anything left to say about Willow Springs?
I mean, there's not a whole lot left to say. Willow was great, good golf, nice to see the winners, and I think everyone's excited now to jump into some stroke play. Return to Cedar. We haven't been to Cedar in 2 years, and then of course we go to match play at San Pedro. Those are big points. There's going to be a lot of changes coming on the points list, and
yes, it's really going to start to spread. What a cool show tonight. Willow recap, new point standings, 3 events open for registration, 2 of them going to sell out. And Matchup Mayhem 2.0, Callaway Elite Demo Day. And that brings us to our last bullet point, a big press release from the trail this week. The Alamo City Golf Trail is taking over the City of San Antonio Golf Championships from Golf San Antonio. They had a press release on Monday. And that's what the press release said. Hey, this is happening. The events are not going away. The trail is taking ownership and going to host them. What that means officially, we're going to see in the coming weeks. But really, really big news from the trail on Monday on their website and their social media channels. If you haven't got a chance, go check that out. Andrew Peterson says some awesome things about the city tournament, and I'm going to use the phrase. The city coming back to the city. That's
exactly
what I'm going to say until it gets called something else. That's what I'm gonna say.
I think that this is a really cool move. I think it's a smart move. I think it makes a whole lot of sense. I think it really ties it back to the city where it belongs, and I'm excited to see. They're going to. I think they're based on what I know, what you know, what we know is kind of going on in the background of it all. They're doing a lot of things to make sure that this gets rolled out the right way, and that these tournaments are at a level that I think everyone's kind of come to expect now.
Well, I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to hear more info from the trail in the coming weeks on the City of San Antonio Amateur Championships not disappearing.
Yep.
Right? I'm so excited, and I know so little, and I'm just excited to hear more. And that press release said more info coming soon, so really excited.
I do want to answer one question, or I'll have Travis answer this. Bartholomew Wilson, aka the Teeth Guy, aka the Flat Bill Legend. God, I wish I had his head shape and just his face and the ability to rock the flat bill. God damn it! But he
does rock a
is
good
very.
flat bill, don't he?
It's so good.
What a great question.
Great question.
So, why are individual events seemingly always single points? Well, that's a great question. Partner events are always double points. But if you read the fine print on the point distribution, it says in team events, the team total is split between the partners unless it's a double point event. So, partner events as double points and a one-day tournament, individual stroke play as standard points is the exact same distribution throughout the year. And then you get the anomalies like the San Pedro match play that's individual but triple points, and the two-day individual stroke play events that are double points as well because it's 2 rounds. That's the basic math, not rocket science for us here on the tour, but actually double points in a partner event and standard points in a singles event is the exact same thing.
Same thing. That is a fantastic question. And I think, guys, I don't know why I ever think we're going to have a quick show. We always say it's going to be a quick show, but by God, we have so much to talk about.
I think that was a quick show. We did a really good job of condensing and keeping
That was the
going.
most efficient we've ever been.
That's what a great word, efficient. No problem, B-Dub. Anytime, sir. I'd love to have Bart on the show too. I think that would be a Masters champion a couple times. I think that would be a great interview on the show.
If we're gonna call Jason Mr. Bird, it's Mr. Wilson. But I'm more than happy to bring Bart on.
Occasionally Bart does play on tour with his father, and then he's like, "Don't call me Mr. Wilson." That's different.
I know, but and again, we're not a TPC. We're not, but it's Mr. Wilson.
What a cool show!
Great show. Just absolutely ecstatic about the next 5 weeks. We have so much cool stuff going on. I know we say Monster Day kicks off the season. I say this every year, and whether I say it out loud or not, this moment right now where we're getting ready to roll into a stretch of individual events and doing this kind of stuff, this is when I think the real season comes in. This is when the real golf starts. You got to play at that elite level.
Oh, I like that. You see what you did there, everybody? That was great.
I'll be honest. There was no way I could call myself an elite amateur and not play elite equipment. It just didn't make sense.
It's in the rules. It's in the rule book. We've got an off weekend this weekend. Registration for a spring season event number 3, the return to Cedar Creek, closes next week, Wednesday, February 5th at 3 p.m. As of 7 o'clock this evening, there were 9 spots left for the Cedar Creek event. That
2
is
spots.
That is Saturday, February 8th is the Cedar Creek event. And then the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, the 15th and 16th, no off weekend in between, back-to-back, Cedar San Pedro and the San Pedro Par 3 double elimination match play. A slightly
Two spots
different,
open on that.
2 spots open on that. You're exactly right. And that one, no waiting. Well, there'll be a big waiting list on that one.
There will be.
But that one's tough to get you in, right? But a little different format on the starting window for San Pedro this time around, and I think it's good for everybody. I think it's a win-win. It gives the tour a whole day on Sunday, and it gives the trail back the par 3 course on Saturday morning. So,
and I don't have to sleep in my car in the parking lot.
I'll do it this year
to guard the trailer.
I'll do it this year.
But I mean, we get to have so much fun now because not only do we get to have demo day on the first and everything. I mean, there's nothing I love more than San Pedro match play, power hour, and the Wheel of Destiny.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, let's just pull open the calendar. We got off weekend, Cedar Creek, then the podcast on the 12th is the live from San Pedro Wheel of Destiny.
Yep.
Live blind draw for the match play. One of the best shows of the year. Also one of the most watched shows of the year live.
Damn right it is.
Most of the Power Hour podcast views come when you're driving to work the next morning, but that show is watched live by a big number. And then we go off weekend after San Pedro grind, and then it's March 1st, and it's Matchup Mayhem, MD's birthday, Callaway Elite Fitting Day. Hopefully some sort of putting extravaganza brought to you by Ben Carricker and the golf shop at San Pedro. It's going to be a shake.
It's gonna be. I mean, we got a hell of a lineup, guys. If hearing this stuff doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Like I'm as amped up about golf right now and as excited as can be. I think this is the coolest couple of stretch of the weeks we got, and man, we'll have a really, really good time, and excited to be able to share all this with you. Excited to get the time out there with you guys, not only playing but getting to hang out with you, whether it's demo day, match play, whether we're doing match play mayhem, whatever it is. But we appreciate you guys so much, and we are super excited to get this stretch going.
Well, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll let you get back to your Wednesday evening, and we kept it under an hour, everybody.
Boom. Awesome. Y'all have a great night. We will see you back here next week on the actual close of Cedar sign up. Guys, have a good night, and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Good night.